Heavy game Eve, how are you feeling?
Oh, very nervous as normal, but excited as well about what's going to unfold over the next 26, 28 hours. I mean, it's very exciting for all Queenslanders. We've got a home match at Suncorp. That normally brings the best out in not only our players but also our fans, which is very important.
Have you going to enjoy the underdog tag? New South Wales are bookies' favourites?
Oh, I'm not sure enjoy it, but that's always been the way with Queensland, I suppose. You don't always go into a series or into a game as favourite. New South Wales have got that tag at the moment, and probably rightly so, given the changes to our side. But we know we're coming here with a good side, a very good side for that matter, and a team that's capable of creating a great performance tomorrow night.
Does that become a chip on the shoulders or motivate?
No, not really. We just go about our business. Hopefully not too many of them looking at the TAB or any of the sports bet odds. They're concentrating on the game and what lies ahead.
A few of the boys have been saying that they're looking to target Milford. Have you made any plans to protect him, or does he have to fend for himself? No,
he's got to defend for himself. Milford will be fine. We've got a lot of confidence in Anthony and his ability, to get the job done for Queensland. Yeah, looking forward. I'm really excited to see Anthony out there. I know they're going to put him under pressure, which is great, and I've no doubt that Milford will handle that pressure and then come back with a little bit more.
What makes you think he's ready?
Oh, just watching him play over the past couple of years. We're certainly aware of his capabilities, like I say, I'm very excited about his performance tomorrow night. There is some pressure on him, no doubt. It is Origin, but I think he'll handle that well. He's played in the grand final before, albeit in front of a big crowd. So he's played in big games here for the Broncos. This is the next step up, and the good players handle the pressure, and that's why we believe Anthony will handle the pressure.
You just got a big end.
Yeah, no, he's still pretty shy around the players, but he does his stuff on game day. He's been great with his training, with his work, what he's been doing, and again, we're just excited. Well, I am for him to be running out tomorrow night. So he's been waiting a while for his opportunity, like Dylan has, and they'll get their chance tomorrow night to show everyone what they can do.
They've got big right across the park, heavy forwards and backs. Does that bring him into the game in the back half of the first half?
Well, we need him in the game for 80 minutes, not just at different periods. That's what Anthony brings to the team, and I think playing with Cooper Cronker and Cameron Smith, and especially Darius at the back as well, is going to really help his game too. So, but there'll be different pressures on him from Clubland, but again, we believe that he's capable of handling those pressures.
Laurie says you guys made Origin a bit boring last year, you're slowing down the ruck, etc. What do you make of those comments?
Oh, yeah, I think that's just Laurie just doing his stuff and doing his best for New South Wales. Game one traditionally is a tough game, very physical, not a lot between both sides, and that'll be the case again this year. If you look at the teams on paper, although they've got some big bodies in there, so we've got to try and slow them down somehow. No, I don't see that. I'm very happy with the officials that have been appointed, and we look forward to working with those throughout the game. Origin's always been spoken about as it's refereed differently to Clubland. We hope that's not the case, but we'll let the referees do their job. My big concern is our boys and getting our team right. If we can do that, it'll give us a good chance.
Is Corey Oates ready to go?
Yeah, he's ready. He's over the illness, and he's ready to go. I mean, he had a great series last year, and despite what some people think, his form for the Broncos has been really good the past month, and we'll need his size and his body certainly in the game tomorrow night.
What about Nate Miles, Kevy? His experience, but in a team with so many big name players.
Yeah, it becomes very important, particularly to the start of the game. He's got Dylan there with him, his other front row partner, who is making his debut. So it's great for Dylan knowing that you've got Nate Miles beside you. He's played 30 plus Origins and through a very successful era for Queensland. And like all the boys that we've picked, we believe Nate has still got a really, really good experience in him and a great Origin performance coming from within him.
Is there a bit of a feeling to try and do something special for what Cameron's going to achieve tomorrow night?
Oh, well, look, it's important, and I think the Kangaroos showed that how important it is, 50 tests for Australia, and this is his 40th Origin, so it is a big occasion for Cameron, but, we've also got two boys on debut, which is important, and Cooper Cronk playing his 20th game, so there are some special little milestones, around the team. But I think what's most important is that every player, gets in and has a good crack tomorrow night.
What about the disrespect shown to Cameron?
No, I don't want to. No, it's not an issue. I don't comment about that.
Keith, you said Wales only trained for 5 minutes of their captain's run. Laurie said that they trained so well in the week they didn't need to do anything.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. They've got some good talent there. Laurie's been in charge of that team for a few years now, so that'll be Laurie's call. I hope to train a little bit more than 5 minutes today, though. That's okay.
Would an up-tempo game suit you? Like I know Laurie's saying he's critical of slowing it down, but do you think it would suit you to play up-tempo, especially? We haven't spoken about up-tempo or down-tempo. I mean, first Origin game is normally a pretty brutal sort of an encounter. We've prepared ourselves for that. If it changes, well, then we'll have to adapt on the run. And I guess we've got the players in the key positions to adapt to any sort of style of game, with Cooper and Cameron. No Jonathan Thurston there, and that will be a loss for Queensland, but with those two still there, and Nate Miles, Sam Thaiday, Darius Boyd at the back, we've got great experience to adapt to whatever conditions prevail.
Laurie's also welcome plans to target Jared Hayne. What do you make?
A little 360 mate's throwing a few curly ones, isn't he? Jared, look, we're very respectful of Jared Hayne and his capabilities. The last time New South Wales won a series when he was part of it all, so I think for us to be thinking that way was a little bit foolish. We've got a lot of respect for what he can do, and we'll try and keep him quiet as best we can, but we know he's going to have some sort of impact on the game.
He also compared Jared to Greg Inglis, being able to take those big moments. You'd rather GI with those?
Yeah, well, certainly Greg's a great Queenslander, but I remember Jared's first game of Origin here, scoring that try. And he's, I think he's 18 or 19 years old, and right then we knew what a special player he's always going to be, and he's back on the big stage now, and I'm sure that he'll be doing his best, for New South Wales, and likewise with our boys. We've got a couple of good centres as well that we think can create their own little bits of memories tomorrow night. Well, similar. I mean, he's our Mr. Fix-It, jack of all trades, and he's been. We didn't get much out of Michael last year throughout the Origin series, not through his own fault. He got injured and knocked out in 2 games and missed game 3. So that's something for me is very comforting, knowing that we've got him sitting in the wings, just waiting. A lot of talk around Anthony Milford and what he brings to the team, but just be careful of the bloke that comes off the bench as well. He's a pretty good player. Confident without being over the top. I've got a lot of faith in this group, players that we've got. It is a transitional period for Queensland and for this team, but the team that we've picked, I believe, and we'll find out tomorrow night, is the best team we can run out for game 1, and we'll see that tomorrow night. We'll see which way it goes, but I'm confident we'll put in a really good performance. I don't know who's going to win, to be honest. I can be confident of a really strong showing from our boys, though.
Can you think about transition? Did you hear Speedy talking yesterday about his sort of
No,
final year?
I blocked my ears when that sort of stuff started happening, so I don't want to hear him about that.
Does it show like he's willing to put other players before himself, really, and these talking so vocal? There's something that's really not going to affect him too much in his career.
Yeah, well, that's the sort of leader that he is, Cameron. Obviously, they've all got an eye on the future, and Cooper's in that boat as well. We don't know when their Origin careers are. This could be their last. We don't know. So what we hope to do is get the best out of them tomorrow night, and then if they can do that, that puts us in a really strong position as well, because if those two are playing to their potential, that makes us really difficult to beat.
Kevy, Darius said during the week he feels like he's earned his spot, he deserves it. Has that helped his confidence, helped you become more at ease with what was a really tough call? Yeah, well, it was a tough call, but we made the tough call we felt was the right call for Queensland to leave Darius in the #1 jumper. And again tomorrow night, I mean, Darius has had some great games this year for the Broncos. He was extremely good last year through the Origin series and into the 4 Nations. So I'm very, very confident about the performance that Darius Boyd will put on tomorrow night.
Can we need 50,000 here tomorrow night, given the Blues, the reception they deserve to help you get
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a great experience, Origin, regardless of who's running out in a New South Wales jumper or a Queensland jumper. Origin is about the fans, and they'll get a great showing tomorrow night. We hope they come in their droves and fill the stadium, which I'm sure they will, and they get a great game as well.
Kevy, Origin's not a sellout yet. Is that a concern?
No, not really. I've got my ticket, so I know I'll be here, and I'm going to be witnessing one of the greatest rivalries in rugby league. So, if you're silly enough to sit at home, don't want to be part of that, well, that's your choice. But I know where I'll be.
So you paid for your tickets, did you, Kev?
I did, Peter. Yes, I got the ones up in the back row up there, so I'll be watching from afar, mate.